Look who's back. Our brave one. I am Manfis Gesso, formerly of the cryptography department, now retired. Though most who know me usually call me Manfist. Please, allow me to propose a toast.
Helene Miser. I'm an operative in intelligence, a hatter. As for my job, well, I conduct in-depth exchanges with any Dis City official gracious enough to share their time.
I'm Casey Abel, head of the Tomorrow Post, as well as its chief editor and writer. My team and I are responsible for crafting various exclusive news stories. We ensure the public receives the narrative precisely as we intend. This is Mr. Johnson Madison. He also happens to be the handler who brought me on board.
A pleasure, sir. I typically operate in the metropoles, so I don't find myself in this city often. I serve as the personnel director at the Economic Intelligence Center.
No, Lane. I attend night school at Syndicate. My actual identity is an operative in the cryptography department. I report directly to Hilda.
Marlowe Bannings. Killing's what I do.
Pay him no mind. Marlowe's an agent in our operations department. He specializes in handling delicate matters, the sort best kept from the public eye. Now then, since everyone is acquainted, let us take our seats and raise our glasses to this rare gathering.
Dreadful weather. You can't get a letter through, let alone a clean radio signal. Hilda certainly picked a charming spot for us. I dread to think what state the markets will be in by the time I get back.
If I recall, the private equity fund you manage is doing quite well. Several acquisition partnerships with local Dis City companies, is it not? I'm sure it will all be fine.
It's the times we live in. Everyone just wants to park their wealth somewhere safe to ride out the war. We've already secured the daily supply lines. Now we're negotiating for energy and finance. Natives here are shrewd, but it doesn't matter. This city is desperate for capital. They won't refuse a good deal. Miss Casey has been an immense help. Just a few of her news pieces kept the antitrust regulators tied up in knots. Absolutely brilliant work.
Just a few small favors. Mr. Johnson is the one with the sharp eye, always picking quality companies with such manageable histories. They're easy to tidy up.
Economic development is an invisible empire. When everything in this city-state, from dawn to dusk, the bread people eat, the fuel they burn, the news they watch, the pensions they save, is tied to us, that is true market penetration. Trust me, that day is not far off.
Officer, you've barely touched your food. Is it not to your liking? I could have the chef prepare a stew for you instead.
Well, strictly speaking, Edward was planning to commit suicide. Hilda only intended to question him, so the blame can't be laid at her feet. Horn's death, however, is more complicated.
Horn mentioned earlier that Hilda's parents defected to this city. Is that true?
Oh, you must be new. The Hartleen's defection was a major scandal in Seville. One is a city-state councilor, the other a media tycoon. Plenty were sent to apprehend them, but they slipped through the net regardless. Rumor has it they were highly valued after arriving in this city. Lavish banquets, luxurious estates. Probably not unlike where we are now. A pity for Hilda, though. She was implicated and placed on the list, which made it impossible for her to remain in the metropoles. She fled to the Dis City front line and had to claw her way up from the bottom to reach her current position. Monolith is her passion project and her pledge of loyalty to the metropoles. If it succeeds, she can return to the city-state, and her ascent will be assured.
So that's why she hates the mole so much. She's using our lives as stepping stones for her own promotion.
Sounds like someone's conscience is acting up.
No. I just think it's all too reckless. After all, we're all on the same side. We're colleagues, right?
Hilda, let's not be hasty. This is a mutually beneficial arrangement. I'm aware material wealth holds little appeal for you. This gold isn't for you. It's for the families of the deceased operatives under your command. A guarantee that they'll be provided for. But this last thing, the special pardon, that is for you. All your work on the monolith, your relentless hunt for the mole, it's all to clear your family's name, isn't it? To reclaim your place in the city-state. I can make that happen for you with a single, easy step.
Mr. Johnson, I believe you've misunderstood a few things. First, my work is and has always been for the city-state and its peace. Not for accolades, and certainly not for the redemption of a name. Second, the lives and the blood we spill are a pledge to the city-state and our ideals. They are not a commodity for you to trade in. Your offerings are an insult to this office and to me. Take your things and leave. Or I would be happy to escort you to an interrogation room. We can discuss the provenance of your so-called gifts in thorough detail.
As you wish, Hilda. But I'll leave these here for you to reconsider. Investigate all you like. I can assure you everything here, including my sincerity, is perfectly legitimate.
Such dedication, officer. The daytime wasn't enough. Now you're conducting overnight surveillance from someone else's wardrobe? I have my own matters to attend to. Besides, didn't the conversation flow more freely in my absence? I presume you managed to gather some interesting intelligence. That passage was built by the manor's original owner. The entire estate is riddled with them. Chambers and routes designed for concealment and escape. Most have fallen into disrepair over the years, collapsed, become dead ends. If you were to get into trouble in there, it's unlikely anyone would hear you. I'd advise against using them. Should I commend your powers of observation, or simply laugh that even you would listen to such gossip? Is this a new round of interrogation? Your guess is correct. The Heartlings came to this city after betraying the city-state 10 years ago, and secluded themselves here, in this very estate. They made contact with this city intelligence, provided them with intercepted codebooks, and even designed a new encryption system. They taught me to decipher complex codes, instilled in me a loyalty to the city-state, to fight for a common ideal for humanity, only to betray it all and defect the moment I looked away. I didn't know. I was in school when the interrogation officers came for me. They asked if I had spoken to my parents, if I knew where they were. It was during that interrogation that I first learned of their defection. The officers were convinced I was involved. I was placed in solitary confinement, interrogated every other day. This continued for a year. After my release, I tried everything to prove they weren't traitors. I searched my father's office, went again and again to my mother's workplace. I hoped they had just disappeared, or even died. That would have been better. When I needed a safe house, I formally requested this location from the agency. It was the only legitimate chance I had to stay here. I wanted to understand them. And to create ciphers that surpass theirs. Right here in the place where my parents died. That is also my way of revenge. Childish, isn't it? Feel free to laugh, officer. And are you not seeking truth from me right now, officer? Let me see you out through the front door.